People First process is a show presented by people with learning disabilities for our friends and community. We talk about issues important to us and interview interesting people to find out new information. This is our way to make a difference, to make our voices heard.
Hello, welcome to People First podcast. In this episode, we're going to try something a little bit new. We're going to have a discussing about this May festival. Some of our teams attended as a social event in June. Rather than having questions, we just wanted to have a free decision talking about the events, what we thought of it. Taking part this show we have Luke, Tom, Daniel, Martin, Shannon. We all went to the event. We captured some video footage which you can see our Facebook page. Enjoy the show.
We decided to go to This Is Me because it was something that we had been told about from some staff who had gone last year, and we heard it had all gone really, really well for them. So this year we thought, why not make a list of a little number of us who may be interested. So we did, and we all went in a minibus, and it was amazing. It was an amazing day out. The weather was fine. They had live music, a live band, a live solo artist. They had food, drink. They had lots of things to get involved with, and and we also interviewed some of the stall holders. There was no time to really interview the performers, but it was nice to have a walk round and enjoy the fun as well. I wanted to go with some people who I know and trust and am colleagues with, and I really wanted to help them to say who we are and people, and I wanted to say how I want to explain and say that people with any disability of any kind or any mixed ability should be treated just like him or her without, and there is no one ruled out there. For those who say that they should be ruled out, they are wrong. And can I just say, the atmosphere on the day certainly told it.
A big festival because I enjoy the activities are there and different things like stalls and different communities and the bands and everything, and look at the food there like pizzas, like burger and chips and all that, and it's good fun because all the kids, teenagers, and parents, everybody enjoy themselves, have a good day, and the Budget Bowl, and that's a Sunday. It's the biggest day we did last year and this year that make a difference with disabilities. People First Kids in Craven.
I want to thank them on behalf of dancing, talking about the subject of food. The food and drink there was just absolutely fantastic. It must have been more. It must have been locally made because the pizza and chips I had were amazing. It was amazing. The whole day was just, the music was good, everything was good.
Yeah, I saw it. Decided to go, really, 'cause like Daniel said, some of the guys from the podcast went last year and said it was great. So I just thought, go as a group from People First, because it's an event for people with disabilities. And when we looked at it, there's a good variety of entertainment. So mixture for everyone, really, for a great day. So yeah, organising transport was just getting the best deal, really. So wasn't a bad deal, really, for full time that we were there. We're full time that we're open near enough. So first we sort of like did a letter to everyone to see how many people were interested in going, and it'd say, we'd let them know with the price given once we'd know how many people were going, and then once we'd found out how many people were interested, we then got the price, told the people that were interested the price of how much each person would have to pay, see if they were still interested, and then just took it from there. But decided that everyone who were interested would have to bring in the deposit beforehand. Oh yeah, forgot about that. Martin, having your breakfast at Weatherspoons and turning up late.
This was funny, we were all waiting for Martin because
Yep.
he was in. Then he had to get some money out.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so funny.
I think you got about 3 or 4 messages all at once from us wondering where you were.
But we all got there, no one drowned, no one jumped ship, so that was the main thing.
As he says, thank you for that. It's letting me come. It's first time. I've never been before. Yeah, that's right. I've been anyone one side. Beautiful cocktail. Look like what you saw. Tuesday. Pool. Bar. Chinese. Listening music. His picture on and it's been nice. Yeah.
What I enjoyed about the festival, and I'd like to go back to what I said earlier, one thing, the atmosphere, it was the sort of atmosphere that, that I like, and because it was outside, it wasn't as noisy as it would be in a massive room, and because the way the wind was blowing, the sound carried, and as you walked round the whole field, you could still hear what was going on in the main arena. So it was, and the other thing I'd like to say is the people. I enjoyed meeting the people, and they were very friendly. They made us all welcome. They met us there at the gate, and when you went through, they gave us our wristbands. They were happy to see us.
My best part of the festival is the food. It's really nice. And my favourite part is the pictures of like pictures that are still on the podcast. I had ice cream. I had a cheeseburger and chips. And 2 chocolate brownie cakes. And don't forget, I have 3 Diet Coke as well.
I think well, I've got a couple because, like Luke says, the wherever you went, you could hear all what were going on, and well, we're gonna when we got on the bus, we were sort of like not given an itinerary as such, but they said, "Oh, podcast team, you're here to do some work as well," and and Shannon were like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yeah, didn't you know?" So we got there and the camera stuff wasn't there, and we're like, "Right, I've got a backup plan. We'll just record snippets on his phone." So we just went round and did bits of that while acts were on until we got the stuff. But we sort of like did podcasting stuff, but enjoyed ourselves.
As well as doing work with hung and found acts on stage.
Yeah, we just sort of like enjoyed ourselves, but did podcasting at the same time.
But he was good, that guy.
Yeah, the first guy. Yeah.
There's loads. Us being there and having fun, hanging out, but knowing you can drink at the last bit of it when you finish doing your work. So that's what me and Martin did.
That doesn't surprise me.
We didn't want to look like the bad 2 guys.
Yeah, I saw on Facebook, and I saw you and Marty the beer video. It's
Yeah,
good though.
I did.
Okay.
Be careful, Nathan.
What?
Come on, say
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
you're cooking tea tonight. And I won't be.
First one, he was after one with me and Shannon with one side. 6 people right that 2 sides. And then watching the video, he said, I also, and Peter, as well, you know, that I will be on that.
That was good. I
Yeah.
think Shannon was going to make you cook if you didn't say walking around with Shannon first. So you managed to nail that one.
Yeah.
Got out of trouble there.
Oh, Tom, what did we went round, there was, where you went in,
Yeah, there was
there was a big marquee, wasn't there, Tom?
yeah, and
Like
that
a huge marquee.
yeah, and that had just like your normal, like
Tombola, raffle.
yeah,
the
cake
bar,
stalls.
They had a cake stall. They had well-being. They had what else were in there, Tom? They had a few, didn't they?
I got some. It's the staple of the wheelchairs
They were hook a dog.
to get the stage for the Mario and the ones that are dancing in the back.
But then there were also the men's well-being stall as well. There was the open country, which we interviewed on one of the previous podcasts.
Oh, they got a drinking bar as well.
We listened to a man called Eddie Cleary during lunchtime, who's who I think we should get on our podcast.
Oh, yeah, he was that acoustic guy that were on at beginning.
It was.
That was the one you were on
yeah.
about, Shannon. Then there was that Rory Hoy, that DJ with learning disabilities, who I think, didn't we interview him briefly on when you went last time?
I can remember last time. I was on last time.
That rapper was good though, as well. Rapper guy. Who did all
Which
that.
guy was that?
Oh,
The one where me and Martin went up, where it had Mario at the side of him.
to open the festival, they have a little choir.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know whether they're a college choir or something, but they opened it with
Yeah, it was
singing.
this Sign and Sing or
Sign
something.
and Sing.
Can't
that
remember
was
the name.
And then they kept having mini little discos throughout, and this DJ who were organising, who were comparing it all, they'd spin a few records and
Yeah, the choir had literally, they just finished as we just managed to get through. So
they were singing though, they were still
yeah,
singing, but they were just finishing off.
and then there were another one. There were Doubtful Bottle, and then there were I think it were Rascals Entertainment, it was just basically staff dressed up as different characters for kids.
Don't forget, Sam, there we had Disco Everybody, didn't we, during the time as well?
Are you on about that mini disco thing they had?
No, do you know, last disco I was dancing, remember that?
Oh yeah.
I remember that mini disco, cause I remember when there were that second mini disco they had after lunch, and cause me and Janet got up and I was shaking my booty and all sorts.
And there was this band I think we had something like 20 minutes of their set, and then we had to set off, and they were a bit like playing for kicks, I thought.
What did they call them, Tom? Bottle?
I think they were that Doubtful Bottle that I've just
Doubtful
mentioned.
Bottle. They called them Doubtful Bottle or something. But yeah, they were very much like playing for kicks. They were very much like playing for kicks, and they were good. We saw a little bit of their stuff. It were a tiring day though. I was shattered when I got home. I went to bed about 9 o'clock.
It's just a pity that that Baked Bean Theatre Company went on.
There's no problems at all, just a good venue, the food's lovely and drinks and everything, yes, really good.
Yeah, I thought it were a good venue because it were big, and so there were plenty of space, but it wasn't too big that you could get lost in. So you sort of like, once you'd sort of like got base camp, so to speak, you could sort of like, yeah, you could sort of like look at where we were and then sort of like mentally mark a key point and then look at all stalls and think, right, we're at, I don't know, bottom left at marquee or whatever. Although, to be fair, when we were looking round, I were like, right, pizza van, back left at stalls.
You mean us have pizza?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I did. It
Not
was
good.
it was really good.
Yeah, they were and all.
I had
Not spicy enough though, the pepperoni.
I didn't have pepperoni.
I had just the burger van as well. I had just the good chips from there.
I'm not going to be. I'm going to say this seriously. The site was big enough for them maybe I'd say what they could have is one of those trampoline things.
The place big enough to put like a baby park or something, or like a bouncy castle for the kids to assemble, and you get more like food like podcast store as well.
I'd certainly go again, and one thing I could for us would be, I mean, I'd go again because I enjoyed it this year, but next year I think it would be brilliant if we could interview the performance people, the guys that go and do the performances.
I can't really think much of what they could add because it's sort of like it's a bit tricky because it's sort of like free to get in and they just ask for voluntary donation, and I think the only money they get really is from sort of like the tombola and that, so it's a bit tricky really what else they could do. Maybe sort of like just maybe like Luke and Daniel said, get bouncy castle in for kids or something. Yeah, exactly. Cause just thankful for what they've done because there isn't really over much really for people with disabilities.
No, you're right, Tom. There isn't. One thing I could suggest, maybe some games. You know what I mean? Like ball games, or, you know, like tennis or
He had rugby
cricket.
going on though.
Oh,
they?
they did. Oh, did they? I never
Yeah.
saw that.
I
Right
think.
at the back.
What, behind old stalls?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, I
Where
didn't-
the llamas were. And
Right.
he made me
I just popped over there at the end because Katrina had been on about it.
cricket and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
About like basketball and stuff.
Yes, and not just behind the stalls, in a more central point.
Yeah. Because I hadn't really noticed that area at all until Katrina had
Really
said about
nice
it.
till I got my hair done.
They put like stuff in the middle of the.
Like you say, there needs to be more bands going on. Be more of them.
I see me oh yeah, so I see that I saw someone that kid and that I'm brother and that is and so that I see me someone come and that on here for Saturday for the kids that is I see at home. Right. I've got something. I hope we can arrange to go back next year as a social again because thanks to Tom
Well, you as well.
and me, I helped him with the transport. It all worked out really well in the end, and we've not just had that to plan, we've had a big year so far this year, and we've had since January we've had a lot to get through, and it's I think that now we know what This Is Me is, I think next year we should do the same again, but maybe go for the whole day.
Well, again, the problem is it's the cost of it. That's why we had to sort of like half an hour early.
What I mean is, think about it sort of, you know, like come September, or, start planning it like 9 months in advance.
If we decide
We could have from this, I think we could have an office discussion about it.
We need to thank Janet as well.
Oh,
Because she's
we
put
do.
herself out there. to do
That's
all
true.
that.
Yeah, we do
Yeah.
as well, yeah.
Trainer and all.
I was going to say there
And
was,
Matthew.
Yeah, I want to say to Janet,
Matthew.
Katrina, Matthew, many, many thanks, because without you as well, and we know it's a big commitment, and
Especially at weekend.
yes, and it's a big was a big commitment for me. I was tired last Monday, most of last week. It catches up with you.
That's the end of our thought about the It's Me Festival. Thanks so much again to all the organisers, performers and store owners for a great event. As you can tell, our thoughts were positive, and we hope to talk part in this May Festival again in the future. Thank you for listening and supporting the show, and we'll see you again for next week's episode.
Remember to comment, like, share on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. You can find us by searching for the People First podcast. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.